Online students, I'm on board and you could see my screen. Yes, no, yes. Okay. So where are we, guys? What are we discussing in the last class? We are done with almost ECMA 5 looping control structures, right? We are done with for, we are done with while and do while. Okay, pending with for in, for each and all. As I said you, those all things will be coming in our ECMA 6. Okay, when I come to ECMA 6, I'm going to cover them. Okay, so hope everyone is clear up to there. You all could able to solve the assignment what we have given yesterday? Everyone? Or you don't want me to solve anything? You don't left anything for me? No? Everything you did? All the logical programs. Sorry, ma'am. Lucky number. Okay. Okay, so lucky number, right? In fact, if you check who all could able to solve the lucky number? 1, 2. Ma'ams, you're on strike. Okay, so let me solve this, guys. This is a simple program what we have written yesterday, which will help you to find out the sum of the digits of a given number, isn't it? Now when I execute this guy, it lasts for number, let's say some 3, 4, 5. When I inspect this, go for console, it says plus 3 plus 4 plus 5 is 12. This is what we could able to see, right? Everyone is so clear with this example? Everyone? Okay. This example is more than enough to find your lucky number, guys. Okay, without using another looping control structure, we can do some small modification for this, and this itself will help us in finding the lucky number. Let's have a look on this. I will do the small modification here. I say if n is equal to 0, let us save this guy. Just a simple if condition. This will work for lucky number. See here. When I'm reloading this guy, enter a number 4, 5, 6. What is the lucky number of this? 6. Is what the lucky number I'm getting? Yes, it is. When I reload this, I say 9998. Lucky number of this guy? 8. Doesn't matter whatever the bigger number you give, this will find out the lucky number. I say some 31. Lucky number 4. See, either you give the single digit or you give any bigger number here, it will find the lucky number for you. Just a simple logic. Okay. So this is what I have done. What I'm doing is, if you understand this guy, okay, this is the piece of code what we have written yesterday, which is capable of taking one of the digits. Yesterday we have written this logic, right? I said n is equal to say some 3, 4, 5. We were using like find out all the individual digits. What I used to say, n is equal to n modulus 10, where we could able to find out the last digit 5. Then we have to make 3345 as 34. We used to divide that guy. We will be getting it as 34 point something. We were rounding off that guy, and after rounding off, it will become 34. So that is what we have done till now. Now, we are writing this piece of logic to check any number and find the sum of individual digit. Now, what I'm doing here, I'm putting some if condition. What I'm saying is, are we need to do the same process if my sum of the values is greater than 9? Yes or no? This is a piece of code. This selected box or this while loop is one of the piece of box which is capable of, you give me any number, I find out the sum of individual digits. Now, if my sum is greater than 9, when I have to find the lucky number? Obviously, first of all, I need to see my total sum is greater than 9 or not. If it is 2-digit number, if it is 2-digit, then again I need to divide that guy. Again, I have to do the same by modulus 10 and all, and I have to find the individual digit. Now, this is what I'm doing, guys. Whenever we know that when n is going to become 0, we are going to get out of this while loop. Yes or no? Whenever my n value will become 0, I will try to get out of this while loop. So before getting out, I'm checking one condition. Boss, if my n is 0, okay, that is fine. And whatever the sum we have calculated, if it is greater than 9, okay, whatever the sum we have calculated is greater than 9, then I should not get out of it. I need to repeat this process, but my n value will be changing. Instead of n value as a default value, whatever the sum we have got, that I'm putting into n and I'm making my sum as 0, so that the process will be restarting here. So this is a simple condition. I can keep it and I can make use of the same while looping control structure itself. Are we clear? Okay, so try to debug this guy and try to understand this part how we have done. Next, any other example you want me to try? Anyone? Sorry? No examples you want me to do? You have done all? Armstrong number. Okay. Armstrong number. So, okay. So first of all, what do you mean by Armstrong number? Power of the total digit value. Okay. So first of all, what I need to find is let us see this guy. I say where n is equal to 345. Initially, I'm going with a hard-coded data. Now, what is my Armstrong number for this? For example, I say where result is equal to 3 power 3. How do you find the 3 cube? I can simply say 3 into 3 into 3. This is one way. Or the other way what we have is 3 double asterisk 3. Okay, this we call it as exponentiation operator, which is being supported from your latest JavaScript, ECMA 6. When I come to the ECMA 6, I'm going to discuss this again. But anyway, right now, whenever you use the double asterisk, which is equal to power. Now, when I say 3 double asterisk 5, what do you mean by this? 3 power 5. You know, if at all you want to check that guy, you can see this. For example, I say 2 double asterisk something called as 10. What do you mean by 2 power 10? Which is 1024. I say 5 double asterisk 2, which is 25. I say 5 single asterisk 5. What do you mean by that? 5 is 25, whereas 5 power 2 is also 25. Are we clear? Whenever you want to find the power of any of the given element, you simply say that number double asterisk with the power number here. Any questions? Clear everyone with the double asterisk? Exponentiation operator. Okay, super fine. Now, can I use the same in my Armstrong number? No, if at all I need to check that whether it is an Armstrong number or not, what I need to do, I need to say 5 double asterisk 3 plus 4 double asterisk 3 plus 3 double asterisk 3. This is what I need to do. Okay, at the same time, I need to apply the BODMAS here. First of all, this has to be evaluated. Later, this has to be evaluated. I mean, first of all the values inside the braces has to be evaluated here. Okay. Now I say console.log result. Okay, save this guy. Open in the default browser. Now, when I inspect this, go for console. You see, it is 216. Is this Armstrong number? No. In the same way, for example, if I go for another n value, something called as 153. Okay, so it will be 1 cube plus 5 cube plus 3 cube. Okay, now let us see the result here. Now when I reload, am I getting it as 153? This is Armstrong. Are we clear up to here? Everyone? Okay, now the same thing has to be done programmatically, boss. Okay, this is theoretically we have hard coded the value, but now what I have to do, any value whatever I get, first thing what I need to do is I need to know the length of the values. Okay, so let us see it programmatically now. I say where n is equal to, instead of hard coding, can I read the value from the user? Yes, now I say prompt enter a value. Okay, now what I say, where len is equal to n dot length. Can I do this? Why so? By default, the data type of this n is going to be string. And now I'm finding the total number of length here and I'm putting into len variable. Are we clear? Okay. Now after this, do I need to convert n equal to parseint of n? Yes. Now I say n equal to parseint of n. Convert this guy into number. Keep into the same variable n here. Okay. Now on the top, what else I need to do? Do I need to find out the individual digits out of it? Now, if it is 153, I need to find out 3, I need to find out 5, I need to find out 1, which we have already done yesterday. What we used to do? We used to say something. Okay, finally, I say where result equal to 0. Okay, now I need to say while loop, while my n is greater than 0. While n is greater than 0. How I calculate the remainder? Remainder equal to n. Come on. Modulus 10. I'm going to get the remainder guy. Now I say result is equal to result plus remainder double asterisk len. Are you clear with this? So we already get to know what do you mean by len here? Total number of values into what is remainder. If I take 153, 3 is the one what I'm going to get. So 3 double asterisk power 3 plus whatever the result, which is 0. In the same way, after this guy, I need to make 153 into as a 15, which I say n equal to n by 10. When I say n equal to 153 by 10, it will be 15 point something. I don't want the decimals. I want to make it as a number. How do I do that? N is equal to parseint of n. My job is done. Now when I console log the result, okay, the Armstrong number for this guy is this guy. Now when I save this and when I reload this guy, you see it is asking me the value. I say 345. Click on enter. It is 216. Now when I say 562, click on enter. 349. Now when I say 153, click on enter. It is 153. But now my expectation is I don't want to show the value of individual cubic sum or power of length here. My expectation is you need to tell me whether you are Armstrong number or not. Now the question is, once I come over here, I'm getting the result. Do I need to compare with the value what user has given? I need to compare that, boss, whether the user given value is equal to this or not. But do you have the user given value? In what variable do you have the user given value? N here. But am I not modifying the n value? N is becoming 0. Initially, you're giving 153, but later it is 0. Now, how can I compare? If I say, if at all result is equal to n, then you say Armstrong or not. But every time n is becoming 0, boss. That is the reason what we do is, we know that we are about to modify the value of a n. I take one temporary value. I say where temp here. Okay. Now I take the copy of n value. Temp is equal to n. I'm taking a copy of n value, putting into the temporary variable. So in future, instead of comparing with n value, can I compare with temporary value? Yes or no? I'm comparing that result is equal to temporary. If it is equal, then I simply say you are Armstrong number. I say console.log. It's Armstrong number. Else not. Okay, come back and reload this guy. It says enter the value. I say 153. It says it's an Armstrong number. I say 456. It is not an Armstrong number. That's it, guys. Simple logic. Now again, is it recommended to go with the while loop or for loop here? While loop. Why so? I'm not bothered of number of iterations and the step count here. We are only bothered of condition. We are going to do some set of instruction repetitively if until the provided condition is true or false. Okay. Online students, hope I'm clear. Nukraj, I already said you, right? Fibonacci series, I'm going to do it when we actually cover the functions. Ratnam, 26 line number 26, temp equal to n. Okay, nothing Ratnam. Now, if you see here, whenever, okay, let us debug this guy, then you will understand better. I go with the sources, I go it over here. When I come to line number so-and-so, I'll put a stopper at 29 line number. Now, when I reload this guy, I say enter a value. I say 153. Now I click on enter. Let us put the watcher on this. N value is 153. Now when I'm finishing this guy, you know that this is the while loop, what I'm doing. What is my N value? Initially it was 153. Now it is 1.5. Initially it was so-and-so. Later it will become 0 also here. Now when I'm coming out here, what is my N value? 0. What is my result? Is 153. Now, if I need to check whether the user given is Armstrong number or not, whatever the result I got, at the same time what user has given, I need to compare these two. But in order to compare, I'm not having the N value. N value, we are modifying it. So when we are modifying, with what I will compare? That is the reason before modifying, I'm taking a copy of N and I'm putting into some variable. That is the reason you see there is something called as temporary. Is temp is also having the 153 value, what user has given. So that now what I have obtained, what user has given, I'm comparing those two and I'm saying if it is equal, it is a Armstrong number. If it is not an Armstrong number. Hope I'm clear with your question, Ratnam. Explain do while once, Mahalakshmi. Okay, it's simple, Mahalakshmi. What actually do while is, yesterday we discussed that, right? Whenever you say do while, the very first thing what happens is do the set of instructions. Okay, before coming to the do while, are we clear with this Armstrong number, everyone? I can go forward. Online students, everyone. Okay, yeah. So coming to the do while, it is simple. What actually do while says is, boss, first of all, you need to execute the set of instructions. Later, you are going to check the condition. Okay. In case of your normal while loop condition, what actually we do? We say while, you're going to say some condition. I'm going to write some set of instructions. So for the very first time, when I'm coming to line number 1, I'm not checking any condition. I'm executing the instruction. Later, I will check the condition. If the condition is false, I will get out of it. But by the time, at least once it got executed, yes. Whereas in case of your while, first time I'm checking the condition. If it is false, I'll get out of it. Implies the set of instructions will not get executed, not even for once. Okay. Hope I'm clear, Lakshmi. Any more questions? Can we go forward? Yes, that is what we mentioned, right? Whenever you say either while, when I say I have multiple conditions, condition 1 and I say condition 2, like this, any number of conditions can be added. The same thing can be done even for while also. I say or something called as condition 2, like this, any number of conditions can be added. In case of while, whenever you give some multiple conditions, if you want to give some multiple conditions, for sure you're going to specify the bitwise operators, which is and or operators. And indicates if both the conditions are satisfied, then only I will go inside. If I say or at least one condition satisfies, I will go inside. Okay, Rahul, reverse of the number. Once again, explain Armstrong number. Okay, Sachin, can you tell me which line you have a question? Okay, not Sachin. Anil, can you tell me which line you have a question so that it will be better for me instead of just repeating? Like Sachin mentioned that reverse equal to reverse into 10 plus reminder. Used this. I mean, you're asking Rawat, Sachin, are you asking that why we are using this reverse into reverse plus reminder? Okay, Anil, you wanted line number 22. Sir, I talking to Patwari. Okay, you are responding to him. Fine, no problem. Okay, so who is this? Anil, you are saying that why we are using this result equal to... No, you are talking about the line number 22. Where is 22? Temporary. Okay, that is what your question, Anil? I mean, why we use this temporary? Anil, yes. Okay, fine. Forget about this temp. Assume I have not given this temporary variable. I'm not using this guy. Okay, I'm not using this guy here. Okay, assume I say console.log result. Okay, now when I come back, I save this guy. I come back here and I'm reloading this guy. It is asking me to enter a value. I say 123. What is the result you got? 36. You tell me whether it is a Armstrong number or not. How do you know? What is the input value I have given? Is the input value 0 I have given? Anil, what is the input value I have given? For example, if I block it over here, once I reload this guy, I say 412. Click on enter. My n value is 412. Result is 0. Later, you will be doing some process and you will be finding out what is the value of result. Okay, you got the result as 73. But what is my n value? 0. You're modifying the given value. Do you really have the value what I have given to you? No, you are modifying that. Yes or no? Then how you're going to compare it? What is my result and what is the user given value? That is the reason we are taking a temporary variable. Am I clear, Anil? That is the reason what I'm doing. I am taking a copy of this n value here. I'm taking a copy of this n value. Sorry, temporary value. I'm taking the n value, putting into another variable so that in future, I will compare the result with the temporary variable because I'm not having the n value. Okay. Any more question? Akash, line number 20. Line number 20 is comment, right? You still want to explain this guy, Akash? This is what your expectation, number 18 and 20? Okay, double asterisk. Double asterisk is simple. What I mean is, anytime you want to find out the power of a given number, I say I want to find out 5 power 2. You simply say 5 double asterisk 2. That is what I shown in the browser, right? When you come over here, okay, under console, you have an option which we call it as REPL environment, read, evaluate, and process. You can write some arithmetic or JavaScript operations even in the console also. Now I say something called as 5 double asterisk 2. You see what is the value I'm getting? 2, 5, 25. I say 5 double asterisk something called as 3, which is 125. But when I say 5 into 3, that is different. When I say 5 single asterisk, which is going to be the multiplication, but when you give double asterisk, which is going to be power of a given element. Okay. Hope I'm clear, Akash. Okay, Kumari. Raj, reverse of the given number. Okay. Who all want me to solve the reverse of a number? Anyone tried it? You tried it? Nice. Tried it. Very good. Are you calling me or you are saying it is done? Ma'ams, what happened? No one is responding. Is there any strike? You are saying that no, we won't do or solve any assignments. So try to solve it. Online, who all could able to do that? Online. No one could able to solve that reverse of a number. Guys, you are not solving it and you're not even asking the question. What does that mean? Okay, let me show it. Okay, first of all, let me save this guy. I say n is equal to say some 482. What is the reverse of this given number? 284 is the reverse of a number. How you are going to find it out? Okay. As we already know, anytime we want to solve, we will be putting it on the paper first of all. I say n is equal to 284. I have to find out the reverse of the given number, which is 482. That is the result what I wanted. You tell me, how do I go with? Let us take a simple example, guys. I say A is equal to 3. I say B is equal to say some 4. I want one formula which will make this guy as 34. I want one formula which will make this guy as 34. Come on, anyone? I want a formula that it will become 34. Don't say that A plus B in the form of strings. One cat. What do you mean by cat? That cap symbol, you're saying the power, right? We are not using that power right here. Forget it. You are true. I mean, with your first answer itself is valid. I'm asking others. Yes. I want one formula which will become it as 34. I mean, the reason why I'm saying it as formula is it could be anything. When I say 9 and 6, it should become 96 the result should become 96. So can I say something? Come on, guys. These are simple things. Result equal to A. Now you talk. A into 10 plus B. What is the result? 96. Yes or no? Now, doesn't matter whatever it is. Assume like it is, say, something called as A is going to be 8, B is going to be 2. Result is 8 into 10, which will be 80, plus 2, which will become 82. Everybody is so clear with this formula? Because this is the formula what we are going to make use of it. Now, I say something called as A equal to say some 30, and A is equal to say some 32, and B is equal to 6. I want to make it as 326. Is it going to happen? 32 into 10 will become 320, plus 6 will become 326. Everyone clear with this logic? If you don't understand this, reverse of a number, you can't work. Okay, online students, a lot of you have replied. Very nice. Clear, everyone, with this logic? Okay, now let me go for this, guys. I say n equal to 284. You know how do you find out the last digit of this? Modulus. Okay, I say reminder equal to n modulus 10, which is 284 modulus 10, which is 4. Any questions? Clear, everyone? Okay. Now I say n is equal to n by 10, which is 284 divided by 10, which is 28 point something, which is going to be 28 after doing the %. Super fine. Okay. Now I will say again, reminder is equal to n modulus 10, which is 28 modulus 10, which is 8. In the same way, I say n is equal to n by 10, which is 28 by 10, which is 2. Okay, I'm directly going with 2. Now I have 4 and I have 2. I want to make this guy as 4. Why it is 2? It is 8, right? Sorry, Yeah, I have this 4 and I have this 8. I want to make this guy as 48. How do I do? Now, can I simply say, I will say where result equal to 0. I'm taking some dummy variable, result equal to 0. Now I say result is equal to result into 10 plus remainder. The same logic what I have shown you earlier, 32, 3 into 10. So what is my result value initially? 0 into 10, 0 plus remainder plus 4. This is going to be 4 here. Clear, everyone? Now, if I do the same process for this guy, what is my result earlier? It is 4. 4 into 10 is 40 plus remainder is 80. What is the result? 48. Okay. Now, later, remainder is equal to n modulus 10, which is 2 modulus 10, which is 2. And I say n equal to n by 10, which is 0. Now, again, I will say result equal to the same formula. I will say result equal to result is already 48, which is 48 into 10 plus 2, which is 480 plus 2, which is 482. Is it not the reverse of the given number? That's it. This is the sequence of steps what we have written. Now I have to write it programmatically. Okay, how I'm going to write it? Let us have a look. I say n equal to 482. I need to go with while loop or for loop? While loop, because I'm not at all concentrating any sequence of steps here. Now I say while loop like this. Now under while, what I'm going to say? N is greater than 0. Okay, first thing, I need to even go with the result variable where reverse number equal to 0. For now, I mean, instead of result, I'm taking reverse number. Now I say where remainder equal to n modulus 10. Later, reverse of a number is equal to reverse of a number equal to reverse of a number into 10 plus remainder. Okay. Later, what I need to do? N equal to n by 10. At the same time, I say n is equal to parse int of n. Done, boss. Now, when I say console dot log reverse of a number, save this guy, open in the default browser, inspect this, go for console. You see, it is 284. What I give? 482. Now, instead of this hard coding, can I read the data from the user? Prompt enter a number. I say n is equal to parse int of n. Save this guy, reload it. Enter a number. I say 5678. Reload it. It is 8765. So any bigger number you give, any smaller number. 23 I give, 32. Now I give some bigger number. This is what the reverse of the given number. Now, do you know how do you calculate the palindrome number, or you want me to solve it that guy also? It's already done. Palindrome is just simply you need to compare it, what the user has given, what you have obtained. If it is equal, you say palindrome. If not, not a palindrome. Okay. Any questions? Okay. Any questions? Are we clear? Can I go forward? Now, all the logical programs will be solved by you now. Okay, guys, when I'm giving the logical programs, I mean, as I said, it doesn't matter whether I solve it or you solve it, but at least finally, whether you understood or not, it's okay. See, some people couldn't able to do the reverse of a number. Now, if I ask you once after this explanation, if I ask you to do it by your own, can you guys do that? Yes, it is. That is what it should be done. Okay. And that should be, and it is also like, it should not be like every day he will solve it, later I will understand and do that. No. At the initial stage, it's okay. I'm going to solve, or you're finding it somewhere, it is fine. But later you need to get expertise and you should be able to make it that. Am I clear? Archita, instead of just saying repeat, can you please tell me which line you have a question, ma'am? It will be easy for me. I mean, do you think that none of the thing you don't understand? Or else if you have any specific line, it will be easy for me. I can explain it, the particular line. In notes, you are saying, ma'am? Okay. What do you have in our notes? May I know the line number? Today's running notes. Be clear. I opened all the notes and now you're saying it is running note. Okay. Okay. Which line number, ma'am? You said? Which line number, ma'am? 15. 15 reminder equal to n modulus 10, 2 modulus 2. Obviously, right? I mean, the same thing is happening at line number 5 also. Forget about 15. You say line number 5. I'm taking 284. I'm getting it as 4. I'm finding the reminder. Initially, 284 modulus 10 will be 4. 28 modulus 10 will be 8. Now 2 modulus 10 will be 2. But when it is 2 by 10, it will be 0. Okay. Can I go forward, guys? Everyone? Okay. And one more thing, guys. I already have one of the student who is helping in finding the, sorry, not finding, uploading the videos for me. Okay. He's actually helping, or he is helping. I'm not sure who is helping me. I forgot the name. Okay, I forgot, but he's really helping me in providing the videos, and that is what actually I'm providing to you guys. But I mean, obviously, it depends on his work or his network, whatever it is. Sometimes it is getting delayed. Yesterday, a lot of people have messaged me, but I messaged saying like I haven't yet received. I see that in the morning I have received. So I mean, obviously, I can't even force the other student saying that okay, give it fast, because he's already extending his hand and he's helping us. So I want another volunteer who can help him also. Okay, it is like if you have 2-3 volunteers, whoever is having some time, they can just upload the video and I am sharing the videos for everyone. Okay, so if anyone, Satish, you can help out. Okay, whoever want to help out, you just ping me. I'm going to tell you what is the options you need to do. Okay, yeah, please ping me, guys. I will make you as a collaborator for that channel, so that you can upload your videos there, and I will. And one more thing, guys, if anyone want the videos, I will be the contact person to ping me. It is not like you should not disturb the other guys. Don't ping them and ask. Have I ever said that no for anyone, that I'm not going to give the videos? No, right? You're getting when, and that too, again, it is not like every day you ping me that boss, give me. That should not be the case also. I already said you utilize this. Okay, this is an extra help what you guys are getting from others. So whenever you feel like confusion, whenever you want to revisit and all, just ping me. I'm going to give it. Because if you ping me, I will be having a track that how many times you're asking. Again, it doesn't mean that you cannot extend this, extend that only these many I'm going to provide. But I don't want you to take a complete habituate of only give the video, then only I will understand. It should not be the case. Okay, anywhere you're absent, there is some urgency and you have a valid reason, I'm going to provide the videos for that. Okay, once explain the pattern program. Okay, Ratnam, shall I take this pattern program later? Okay, because like we need to cover the switch case. We are still into the looping itself. I think it's been 3 days or 4 days and still into the looping. 4 days, right? So we are still into the looping, but anyway, it's fine. If you are understanding this, I'm fine. So let us move forward. Later, just remind me, Ratnam, I'm going to explain about the pattern also. Okay, just give me the output. You tell me that, boss, this is what I wanted. You have to create the program. Then I'm going to do that for you. You have one question. Please go ahead, Roshan. There is one term, strict mode, in JavaScript. Shall we discuss it in our future classes? In your further classes? Yes, Roshan, we are going to discuss about this guy in your further classes. When we actually start with our advanced JavaScript, I'm going to talk about this. Actually, strict mode will tell the browser saying that, boss, you need to strictly follow all the JavaScript rules and regulation. You know, in JavaScript, there are some optional. When you're not declaring a variable using var keyword, you can directly say a equal to 10. That will work. But if I want to strictly make the compiler to follow the rules and regulation, boss, if the user is not following the rules, you need to make it as an error. So that is what we call it as a strict mode. Okay. Anyway, we'll throw much more light later. Archita ma'am, can you please put your questions to everyone so that everyone will understand what is your question? So your question is, repeat the difference between for, while, and do while. What is the main difference? Not much difference. I think we have repeated this many number of times. First thing, forget about for, while, and do while. Are you clear with while and do while, everyone? There is a very clear difference between the while loop and the do while loop. What is the intention? While will not execute if the condition is false, but do will execute at least once. Okay. Now, if you ask me a question, what is the difference between for and while? That day I already discussed, saying that when we go with the for loop, when I want to repeat the set of instructions with the tracking, with the iterator count, I want to know like how many steps it been done at the 5th step, 6th step, 7th step, etc. and all. That is where we go with the for loop. Now, if I ask you a question, show me the table from 1 to 100. Obviously, you're going from step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4 till 100. In that case, while also will work, but while is not suitable. For loop will be more suitable. When we go with the while loop or do while, when you want to repeat the set of instructions, not based on the number of steps, but based on the condition, only bothered about the condition. So till now, whatever the examples we have done, like lucky number or Armstrong number or reverse of a number, we are only bothered of condition. N is greater than 0 or not. That's it. Hope I'm clear. Now it is clear. Okay. So what is now we are done with the control structures, like conditional control structure we are done, and looping control structure we are done. The next part is switch case control structure. I mean, under case control structure, the only example what we have, when I go with the conditional, we have n number of conditional control structures. When I go with the looping, we have n number of looping control structures. Whereas coming to the case control structure, we have only one guy, which is your switch case. Let's have a look on this. So let me create an example without using the switch case, how the example was going, and by using the switch case, how it is going. Okay, let's have a look on this. I say A1 equal to prompt okay. I'm reading some two values from the user, and my expectation is I would like to implement some mathematical operations here. Okay, after reading the two values, I would like to implement some mathematical operation. Say, for example, I say addition Okay, this is a very simple program what we have created where we could able to perform multiple mathematical operations here. Now when I save this guy, open this guy in the browser, I say enter a number so and so, enter a number so and so. Now when I inspect this guy, go to the console, it says sum is so and so, subtraction is so and so, multiplication is so and so. Why these are coming with? Okay. Now, once I reload the page, enter a number, it says sum is so and so, subtraction, multiplication, and division. Any questions on this? So we have written one simple application which is capable of performing 4 mathematical operations. Okay, your application is capable of implementing 4 mathematical operations here. Super fine. Now, four mathematical operations. Fine. Okay. Now my requirement is user might not be interested with performing all the 4 operations. Your application is capable of performing 4, but user is not interested with performing all the 4 here. He might be interested with only 1. Okay. Then what should I go for? Do I need to ask the user to saying that, okay, boss, what is the operation what you wanted? User will be telling, I wanted multiplication, I wanted subtraction, I wanted division. Then I'm going to show him the corresponding option here. Okay. So how you're going to put that guy? I'm going to say that where user input equal to prompt, I'll say that choose addition or division or subtraction or multiplication. Okay, I'm saying that, boss, you need to give me the input, whether it could be addition, whether it could be division, whether it could be subtraction or so and so. Now, based on that, now what I'm going to do, I will say if the user input is equal to add, I'm going to do this guy. Else, if user input is equal to subtraction, do this. Else, if user input is equal to multiplication, do this. Else, if user input is equal to division, do this. And there could be a chance, else if none of them are matching, I may say that, boss, you are choosing the wrong option. This is the simple example I have created, guys, by using if else and else if. Okay, now when I save this guy, coming back over here, reloading the page, it is asking me a number, I'm giving a number, it is asking me a number, I'm giving it. Now if you see, earlier it was directly showing me the value, saying that sum is so and so and all. But right now it is asking me, boss, what operation you would like to perform here? I say, boss, I'm interested with addition. Now when I click on enter, it says the sum is going to be so and so. Now when I reload the page, I say these numbers, it is asking that which value you wanted. I say multiplication, boss, it is going to give me this guy. Now when I reload this guy, I'm giving 2 numbers. I say I wanted reminder, boss, but your application is not capable of. You are asking that only give me these values. If you are giving anything wrong, it says that, boss, you have chosen the wrong option here. Are we clear, everyone? Okay. Now, yes, boss, this is an application which is capable of performing or choosing one operation from the available multiple operations here. Super fine, going good. But the question what I'm saying is, why the reason? For example, user is choosing something called as division. Okay, user is choosing something called as division. You tell me how many conditions I need to check here? 4 conditions. I will come to line number 22. Is it is division? No, boss. I will come to line number 25. Is it is division? No, boss. Here, no division. Here it is division. Then I'm going to execute the piece of code. Now, am I not wasting my time or microseconds of time in checking some unnecessary conditions here? Yes, it is. Okay. In general, right now, what we are doing is unnecessarily we are checking some condition. When you are checking a condition, it is taking some microseconds of time. So when you know that your application is capable of executing only 4 options here, why don't you choose the 4th option directly? Or why don't you choose the 2nd option directly? Why don't you choose the 1st option directly? Why you're going with each and everything and you're comparing it? Let us take a practical example. Assume, for example, assume my office boy is there. Okay. Office boy, assume like in this floor, there are 4 classrooms. Under one classroom, UI classes is happening, another one Java, another one Python, another one is say some .NET. 4 classes with 4 individual technologies, it is going to happen. Now, a student is coming. Assume the classes are in a single row. Okay. Now, one of the student has come. He's asking the boy, saying that, boss, can you please help me in diverting or redirecting me to the UI classes? Do you think that office boy will go to the class 1? Is it is UI class? No, it is Java. Go to the 2nd class. Is it is UI? No, boss, it is Python. 3rd one. Is it is UI? No, boss, it is .NET. Again, go to the 4th class. Is it is UI? Yes, it is. Now you make him to sit. Do you think that my office boy is going to do that? No. When he already know that these are the 4 options I have, and we know that individual for what class is happening, when I say that boss UI classes, you directly take him and he's going to put into the particular class. I'm not wasting my time in checking the conditions here. Let us take another practical example. Assume when we are checking into one of the hotel. Okay. Assume people have come to the hotel, and now, and we know that under the hotel, there are like dynamic number of rooms or static number of rooms. In a hotel, it is dynamic number of rooms or static number of rooms? Static. Do you think that today there are 5 rooms, tomorrow there will be 50 rooms? No, right? They say that, okay, my hotel is providing some 15 number of rooms. Now there are 4 floors, and they say that in first floor, I say 101 to 105, second floor 201 to 205, third floor 301 to 305, and 401 to 405. Now the guy, now say for example, I'm a guest. When I checked in the hotel, office boy will help me to take to the particular room here. Assume my room number is 302. Okay, assume it is 302. Now, do you think that my office boy will take me to 101? No, this is not the one. Do you think he will take me to 2, 3, 4, 5, 6? Okay, now you see 202. Do you think that he's going to do that? No, but that is what I'm doing right now in my example. When I know that my application is capable of doing 4 operations, I know what the operation user has chosen. I should directly go there and I should able to make him execute it with the particular option. Why the reason you're going that is it is sum or not, is it is division or not, is it is multiplication? No need to do this. If when you go with the hotel, the office boy, the boy knows that what particular room he has to go for, he directly take you and throw into the particular room. Right now, what I need to do, if I already know that it is division, I directly go and execute this div guy. I am unnecessarily checking these conditions. Now, when I save this guy, come back over here. Let us debug this guy. I click over here. I say I'm putting some blocker right here. Now when I'm reloading this page, asking the number 44, asking the number 55, I say I need multiplication. Now if you see here, when I am saying multiplication, am I not checking a condition at line number 22? Yes, boss. Now I'm coming over here. Again checking the condition at line number 25. Yes, boss. Again I'm going there checking the condition for 29. Yes, it is satisfying. Now I'm going inside. Now I'm going out here. So unnecessarily extra condition checks are happening when you already know that this has to be done for a particular job. Are we clear? This is the problem what we have with your existing if-else conditional control structure. And instead of this guy, now what I'm going to do is I will comment out this guy. Okay, I'm commenting it out. Now what is the next option we have? The next option is we are going with something called as switch case control structure. So what does the switch case will look like? The switch case will look like this. Switch is one of the predefined keyword. Okay. Excuse me. Switch, open and close braces, something like this. And under the switch, you need to tell me what is the user defined variable based on what value I need to go with the particular cases. And under a single switch statement, we can have any number of cases. Okay, under a single switch statement, you can have any number of cases. Now I say case, something called as, what is the case value? When it is addition, what need to be done? And you have to break the statement. When I say if it is multiplication, what need to be done? And when I have to break it. And when I say case equal to subtraction, what need to be done? And break statement. And when I say case with division, what need to be done? Break it. Now you put the piece of code. For addition, this is the piece of code has to be happen. Now I come over here, I paste this guy. Okay. For multiplication, this is what has to happen. Subtraction. And division. Okay. Now I'm putting some, and here for a switch case, we can even go with the default. Okay, when it is default, if none of the cases is matching, I simply say console.log wrong option chosen. Okay, now when I save this, let us come back. Let me remove this debugger point. When I go with the console, I simply reload this page. Enter a number 44, enter a second number 55, choose the option. I say division, only division, multiplication is coming. Why so? Okay, now when I reload the page, enter a number, second number, I say add, it is showing me the sum of values. Now when I refresh, I say first value, second value, it is say multiplication, it is throwing me the multiplication. When I reload the page, I say first value, second value, I say an option like some junk value I'm giving. Okay, it is saying that it is wrong option. So your application is doing the same. Earlier also the output is the same. But now you go into the debugging window. Let us see what is happening now. Now I say I put a debugging window at line number 19. Enter a number, enter a second number. Now I say something called as MUL. Now if you come back here, I'm coming to the line number 41. I'm going with the case. Earlier, I was going with add, whether it is matching or not, so and so. Now if you see after this switch, am I directly not going with the multiply option here? Am I not saving my time in not to check the condition here? Yes, it is. So after this, I'll simply get out of this guy. Okay, in the same way, now when I say, for example, I say enter a number, I say something called as division. Now when I'm coming here, user option is so and so. I'm directly going into the division option and I'm not going with add, check whether it is equal or not. I'm not going with some etc and all. I'm directly going with the option what I wanted, as simple as it is. So here we could able to save the time by not comparing the values at each and every case. So this is what the use of the switch case. Now, if you ask me a question, okay, boss, if that is the case, can in every case I avoid using the if else or else if, I directly go with the switch case? No. Okay, when do you go with the switch case? When you know the options what you have. Say, for example, I say that, boss, for male, you need to do something. For female, you need to do something. Do you go with switch case or if else? Switch case. I know the options. Surely, how many options are going to have? 2 options. Okay, when I say that, when it is a kid, you have to do something. When it is woman, you need to do something. When it is men, you need to do something. Switch case or if else condition? Switch case, because we know that there are 3 possible options what you have. Now I say when your age is greater than equal to 21, you need to do something. Age is equal to 30, you need to do something. Age is greater than equal to 50, you need to do something. Switch case or if condition? If condition, no switch case. Why so? Switch is only one value. Addition, multiplication, subtraction, female, male and all. But when I say greater than 21, 19 is also greater than equal to. Implies 1 million is also greater than equal to 21. 100 is also greater than equal to. 22 is also greater than equal to 21. So you need to find an option. If you know the exact option, then you go with the switch case. If you know that it is condition based, like multiple values, there could be a chance, then you need to go with the if else conditional control structure. Are we clear? Everyone? Nice. Now, can you give me the real-time example in a realistic world, in a real-time world, what is an example for a switch case? Class. Okay, when you go to the elevator, okay, assume like you are into the lift or an elevator. Now, assume like the building is having 5 floors. Now, when you go into this, now when I say something called as fourth floor, do you think that lift will come to the first floor? Is it is 4? No. I will stop at 2. Is it is 4? No. I will stop at 3. Do you think that that is happening? When you say 5 or 4, I will directly get to the particular floor. I throw you out there. Isn't it? So how come it is happening? Because I know the number of floors. Do you think that the number of floors are static or dynamic? Static. Every day it is going to be the same. Okay. In the same way, when you go to the ATM center, under an ATM, whenever you put your ATM card, there are multiple options available. The options what they give, do you think it is dynamic or static? Static. You can only do mini statement. You can only go for balance inquiry. You can only withdraw. You can only change the pin and all. So every time it is going to be the same. It's again a switch case. Switch what option user has chosen. If user is going for pin change, I will directly take you there and you can operate there. And if you are giving any wrong option, it will simply say that it's a wrong option chosen. Get out of this. Are we clear, guys? Understood the difference between if else and all? So not like every time, don't go for a wrong assumption that in this example, boss, you have replaced the if else with your switch case. It is only possible when you have an indirect value comparison. But if you say, for example, I say that if it is a manager, you need to do something. If it is a software engineer, you need to do something. If it is a lead engineer, you need to do something. You tell me switch case or if condition. Switch case, you know what it is. For example, if the salary is greater than 1 lakh, do this. If the salary is greater than 2 lakhs, do this. If the salary is greater than 3 lakhs, do this. Switch case or if else? If else. Okay. Online students, hope everyone, can we choose at a time 2 conditions, sir? No, Nitish. Switch case is capable of executing only 1 at a time. No possibility that 2 things will be done at a time. Okay. Sir, how it knows and directly to go to pick particular option. So that is what your switch case is been designed, Anusha. The switch case already know that, okay, when I'm internally switch case will be comparing it, but when you go with the execution, it knows that, okay, these are the options what I have. When I'm executing that, when I'm compiling that guy at the time itself, I know that what are the options I have and I will be choosing it automatically. Am I clear, Anusha? Okay, internally it is also comparing, but not up to when it is execution. At the time of compilation itself, it knows what to be done. Are we clear? Can we go forward? Okay, so what is our next topic, guys? Data structures? Arrays? Then who will teach functions? Okay, we need to talk about this guy. Yeah, we need to talk about arrays data structure. Then we talk about the predefined methods. Then we go with the user-defined functions. Okay. So shall we start with your array data structures now? Pause it for today. Everyone, do you want to go with a, why that crying face? When I say that new topic, I mean, this is like Okay, fine. Shall we go with the arrays now or tomorrow? Okay, tomorrow arrays. Who all are this? Now I see ma'am's hands are raising. When I ask for the questions, no ma'am is raising. I'm just kidding. Don't take it another way. Okay, that's fine. We'll go with a very fresh note tomorrow, guys. Okay. Make sure everybody's strong with this, all the looping control structures, etc. and all. Tomorrow with a very fresh note, we'll be starting with our arrays. Arrays is one of the very, very, very important data structure. Main advantage is not only in your JavaScript, it will be useful in the other technologies also. Okay, wherever you go, arrays will be there. You go with your C language, C++, Java, etc. Wherever you go, you would be able to see this arrays data structure. Okay, and tomorrow we'll be talking about like how do you store the multiple values inside a single variable. Those all things we'll be discussing. Okay, Ratnam, pattern example, sir. Ratnam, can you come with the question? I mean, when we say pattern, there are a lot of patterns. So you come up with, okay, this is the pattern what we wanted, then we go with the example. Okay. Nukras, is this possible to write if for in switch case? Anything can be written, Raju. For example, when I say under switch case, right? Okay, let me write the syntax. 1 second, guys. So I say something called as switch, okay, with some variable. I say case, some option 1. Okay, under that, now when I say under option 1, you can write anything. You may put some if condition. Okay, you may put some while loop or for loop, whatever it is, anything you can do. Finally, you need to come up with something called as break. Okay, under a single switch case, again, you can go with another switch case also. It's up to you. Okay, there is never a restriction that under this we cannot use that guy. If you use for loop, under for you use while loop, under while you use switch case, under switch you use if condition, while loop, anything you want, you can make use of it. Just as per your requirement. That's it. Okay. Yeah. Pause it for today. Bye for today, guys. Have a